Executive Order 1995 establishing the Office of Alien Property Custodian. March 11, 1942. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution, by the Trading with the Enemy Act of October 6, 1917, as amended, by the First War Powers Act, 1941, and as President of the United States, it is hereby ordered as follows. 1. There is hereby established in the Office for Emergency Management of the Executive Office of the President the Office of Alien Property Custodian, at the head of which shall be an alien property custodian appointed by the President. The alien property custodian shall receive compensation at such rate as the President shall approve, and in addition shall be entitled to actual and necessary transportation, subsistence, and other expenses incidental to the performance of his duties, within the limitation of such funds as may be made available for that purpose. The alien property custodian may appoint assistants and other personnel and delegate to them such functions as he may deem necessary to carry out the provisions of this order. 2. All power and authority conferred on the President by Sections 3A and 5B of the Trading with the Enemy Act of October 6, 1917, as amended, and by Sections 301 and 302 of Title III of the First War Powers Act, 1941, approved December 18, 1941, except such powers and authority as were delegated to the Secretary of the Treasury by executive orders issued prior to February 12, 1942, and to the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System by Executive Order Number 8843 of August 9, 1941. Which powers and authority shall continue to be vested in and exercised by the Secretary of the Treasury and the Board of Governors respectively, are hereby delegated to and vested in the alien property custodian. The Memorandum of February 12, 1942, delegating to the Secretary of the Treasury certain powers and authority under said sections, is hereby revoked and cancelled. Any and all action heretofore taken by the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System after February 11, 1942, in pursuance of Executive Order Number 8843 of August 9, 1941, is hereby confirmed and ratified. In the exercise of the authority herein delegated, the alien property custodian shall be subject to the provisions of Executive Order Number 8839 of July 30, 1941, and shall designate a representative to the Board of Economic Warfare in accordance with Section 6 thereof. 3. Any property or interest therein of any foreign country or a national thereof shall vest in the alien property custodian whenever the alien property custodian shall so direct, and in the case of any property or interest therein, subject to the control of the Secretary of the Treasury, when the alien property custodian shall notify the Secretary of the Treasury in writing that he has so directed, the Secretary of the Treasury shall release all control of any such property or interest therein to the alien property custodian. 4. Any outstanding order, proclamation, regulation, ruling, license, or instruction issued pursuant to, or relating to the administration of, any power or authority vested in the alien property custodian by this order shall remain in effect unless, and until amended or revoked by the alien property custodian. Franklin D. Roosevelt, Executive Order 1995 establishing the Office of Alien Property Custodian. Online by Gerhard Peters and John T. Woolley, The American Presidency Project. Codification. This section was not enacted as a part of the Trading with the Enemy Act of 1917. Report to Congress on Expenses Act December 22, 1944. Chapter 660, Title I, Section 101, provided in part. On or before April 1, 1945, the Alien Property Custodian shall make a report to the Appropriations Committees of the Senate and the House of Representatives, giving detailed information on all administrative and non-administrative expenses incurred in connection with the activities of the Office of Alien Property Custodian. Cross-references. Re-establishment of office. See Note and XORD No. 1995, set out under Section 6 of this appendix. Sections 7 through 10, 12, 23 to 27, 29, 30. Transfer of functions. The Office of Alien Property Custodian, which was abolished, and its functions and personnel transferred to the Department of Justice by XORD number 6694, May 1, 1934, was re-established in the Office for Emergency Management by XORD number 1995, March 11, 1942, 7 FR 1971, as amended by XORD number 9193, July 6, 1942, 7 FR 5205, and all powers, duties, and functions transferred or delegated to the Department of Justice by said XORD No. 6694 were retransferred to Office of Alien Property Custodian by XORD number 9142, April 21, 1942. April 21, 1942, 7 FR 2985.